No one advertises the Ridgeway Motel anymore. It doesn't show up on Google Maps. No neon sign lights the highway. Yet somehow, when you're tired enough, desperate enough, you still find it. That's what happened to Daniel Crosset. It was past 2:30 a.m. when Daniel's car started coughing smoke on Highway 91. His phone showed no service. The road was empty, swallowed by thick pine forests. As he stepped out of the car, the air felt wrong. Too quiet. No insects. No wind dot. Then he saw it. A motel standing alone under a flickering street lamp. Test sign read, Ridgeway Motel Vas and Siwa. Daniel didn't remember seeing it before. Inside the office, an old man sat behind the desk. His skin looked gray, like paper left in water too long. You staying? The man asked without looking up. Just for the night, Daniel said. The old man slid a key across the counter. Room 18. Daniel noticed something strange. There were keys for room 1 to room 17, and then room 19. No room 18 tag. Why's the key blank? Daniel asked. The old man finally looked up. His eyes were empty. Because people don't come back to return it. Daniel laughed nervously, assuming it was a joke. It wasn't. The room 18 smelled like old dust and bleach. The wallpaper was peeling, revealing scratch marks underneath long, deep scratches, like someone had tried to claw their way out. The mirror above, the sink was cracked straight down the middle. Daniel dropped his bag and sat on the bed. That's when he heard whispering. At first, he thought it was coming from outside, but the voices were too close. They weren't speaking words, just breathing, crying, begging. Daniel turned on the TV. Static. Then a sentence appeared in white letters. You should not have come. He stepped back. The bathroom light flicked on by itself in Timmy. Daniel saw someone standing behind him, but when he turned around, no one was there. The first disappearance at 3:17 a.m. Someone knocked on the door. Daniel opened it to find a woman shaking violently. Her clothes were torn, her eyes bloodshot. Please, she whispered, don't stay here, this room. Before she could finish, her face froze. Her skin began to blur, like someone dragging an eraser across her body. Within seconds, she was gone. No scream, no blood. Just empty hallway. Daniel slammed the door shut. His reflection in the mirror was Rondo. His face looked slightly faded. The truth behind the room. Daniel ran to the front desk. The old man was gone. Behind the desk, a wall was covered with missing person posters. Hundreds of them. Some were decades old. Some were recent. And one of them was Daniel. Dated tomorrow. Written underneath. In red ink. ERASED. Daniel realized the truth. Room 18 doesn't kill people. It removes them. Every hour you stay, the room erases a piece of you, your reflection, your voice, your memories. Eventually, no one remembers you ever existed. Trying to escape, Daniel ran back to room 18. His car keys were missing. The door slammed shut behind him. The walls began closing in, covered in faces pressing outward, mouths open, screaming silently. He heard voices now, clearly. They forgot us. We never lived. Don't let it finish. Daniel grabbed the cracked mirror and smashed it. Behind it was a hidden message scratched into the wall. Leave before dawn, or you will be nothing. The clock read 5:41 a.m. The room shook. Daniel felt his name slipping from his mind. Who was he? Why was he here? He carved his name into his arm with a broken glass shard. Daniel. To remember the final moment at 5:59 a.m. Daniel kicked the door open and ran. The motel hallway stretched endlessly. The exit sign flickered dark behind him. The room screamed. At 6 a.m., the motel vanished. Daniel collapsed onto the highway. Sunlight burned his eyes. Cars passed by like nothing had happened. He survived, but something was wrong. Weeks later, Daniel noticed people forgetting him. Cashiers stared through him. His name disappeared from databases. His reflection faded day by day. Doctors said nothing was wrong, but mirrors told a different story. One night, his phone buzzed. A message appeared. Unknown number. Your room is ready again. The final notification read, Ridgeway Motel Room, 18 vacancy, Aville. That Daniel screamed. But no sound came out, and somewhere, on an empty highway, a motel light flickered back on.